Hello, good morning students. Welcome to science class. Today students, in the continuity of the previous topics and the chapter carbon and its compounds, we are going to discuss some simple molecules. Students, in the previous lecture, we discussed about the covalent bonds formed by the carbon. Because carbon, which symbol is C, it has atomic number 6, configuration 2 and 4. It cannot gain 4 electrons or it cannot lose 4 electrons. So carbon always share 4 electrons to form a covalent bond, which is formed by the sharing of the electrons. So students, today we are going to see some simple molecules which are formed by combining the same atoms, same elements, atoms of the elements. Right students, first of all we will take a simple element, that is hydrogen. Hydrogen symbol is H, its atomic number is 1 and configuration is also 1. So in its K shell it has only 1 electron. So it requires 1 more electron to complete its octet. So hydrogen atoms will combine and they will share their 1 electron each to form hydrogen molecule. Right students? They will share 1 electron each to form hydrogen molecule. When students, there is sharing of 1 electron, then there is formation of single bond. This line represents the single bond because the sharing of 1 electron has taken place. Now students, in this second case, we have oxygen. Oxygen, its atomic number is 8. Its electronic configuration is 2 and 6. So it requires 2 more electrons to complete its octet, to complete 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So oxygen atoms will combine. They will share their electrons to form a molecule of oxygen. Right students? They will share the electrons to form molecule of the oxygen. Now students, there is sharing of 2 electrons each in the oxygen. There is sharing of 2 electrons, right? So it will form oxygen double bond. When there are these 2 lines, they represent the double bond. When there was a single, it formed the single covalent bond. When there were 2 lines, 2 electrons are shared, so it forms the double covalent bond. Now students, next is the nitrogen. Its atomic number is 7. Its electronic configuration is 2 and 5. It requires 3 electrons to complete its octet. So nitrogen atoms will share 3 electrons each to complete the octet. What they will do? They will share 3 electrons each to complete the octet. When 3 electrons are shared, students, when 3 electrons are shared, there will be a triple covalent bond. As I have told you earlier, in hydrogen, single electron was shared, there was a single bond. In oxygen, 2 electrons were shared, there was a double bond. And in nitrogen, 3 electrons were shared, it was a nitrogen triple bond. In this way, they form what they form? Molecules. Atoms always combine to form molecules. Molecules can be formed by the atoms of the same element or of the different elements. When molecules are formed by the different elements, they are known as compound. As there is a water, it is formed by the combination of hydrogen and oxygen. This is molecule. Now students, we come to the next compound, that is compound of carbon, because this chapter is related to the compounds of the carbon. Now the simplest carbon compound is methane. What is the simple carbon compound? That is methane. Its formula is CH4. Its formula is CH4 because carbon's atomic number is 6, 2 and 4 electronic configuration. It requires 4 electrons, and hydrogen each has one electron to share with. Because it cannot gain or lose the electron, hydrogen will also share the electron. So the 4 hydrogens will share their 1 electron each with 4 electrons of carbon. Right, students? They will form 4 single covalent bonds with the hydrogen. Carbon will form 4 single covalent bonds with carbon. That's why, because there are 4 electrons required and it forms 4 bonds, it is tetravalent in nature. It is tetravalent in nature. In detail we will discuss in the next topic. So these carbon compounds like CH4, methane. Methane is a major product, major constituent of, it is the major constituent of biogas and compressed natural gas. Students, these covalent bonds have very weak force of attraction between them. So they have very low melting at boiling point. And they are also poor conductor of electricity. So these were all the types of the molecules formed, simple molecules we have formed by the sharing of electrons, which is known as covalent bonding. And we have discussed about the single covalent bond, double covalent bond and the triple covalent bond and the simplest carbon compound, that is methane. So students, that's all for the today. Next topic, allotropes of carbon, we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay home. Stay safe. Thank you.